Hey, what's up you guys? Brandasauresrex here, and today we're going to be doing a review for the actual third time because I've had so many camera issues. But today we're going to be doing a review on the SH Monstars Biollante. So before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the gigantic box. So here we have the box, and this box is gigantic. So this light box that everything is in is a 16 by 16 height and wide light box, and this box fills up the whole 16 by 16 to the point where it's pushing on the sides a little bit, which makes this thing rather big. The front of it has this very awesome photo of Biollante with their mouth open and the vines with their mouths open, so you can see all the cool details that are in it. It says Biollante on the bottom, the Tamashii Nations and Bandai logos, the SH Monstars logo, Bandai Collector's Shop website link thingy, and then the 2013 link, medallion, and also the Toho insignia copyright for Biollante right there, which is awesome. Then on the top, it has Biollante in very big letters, and also this is Biollante again with a cool photo right here. On the back, we have awesome photos and a recreation from the movie that Biollante shows up in, but this is an awesome set of photos. I think this is some of my favorite photos I've seen on the back of a box. This is awesome, showing you the amazing poses and cool lighting situations that you can get her in, and also the fact that she lights up. An amazing feature. This figure has an LED light in it, and it glows in two different colors, one yellow and one red. That is awesome. And also on the side, it has a bio that I can't read. I don't speak Japanese. And on the bottom, we have legal jargon that's upside down. Legal jargon. And also right here it tells you what kind of batteries that you need to put in the figure. Since it is upside down, I might flip the image if I can. But they are LR44. So you need two LR44 batteries to get this thing to work. So Biollante is a huge figure with amazing detail and amazing paint apps. And the only way I can really show this off is by getting into some of these details. So I'm going to turn her to the side, and I'm going to show you some of the amazing details by getting close up with my camera. So here we have a closer view of Biollante and all of the goody details and paint work and paint applications on this figure. You can see that it is amazing. Really cool texture, like this mossy plant-like creature. And you can see like she almost has like Godzilla fins on the top. Very cool. Look at all those teeth. This is awesome. I know this is not close to as many teeth as she had in the movie, but this is really cool. And there's also teeth on the roof of the mouth. Some really nice white eyes that I got going on here. All this amazing sculpting work. And then this is the LED light. I'll turn this on in a second. Then I want to show some paint work on the back of the figure. You can see that. Looks very cool. Very amazing. Bandai Tamashii Nations did an amazing job. And also the little mouth. See if I can focus in on it. There we go. Looks really cool. Nice rows of teeth. They all are the same exact thing, so I'm just going to show you one, and you guys can get the picture from that. But yeah, you can see the white bone-like teeth, the red mouth with little veins on the inside, and it has a tongue. So now I'm going to turn all the lights off, and I'm going to show you the cool light feature. So this is the light feature. There's a little switch on the bottom of the figure located down here, and it has a switch to go either direction, either to the right or to the left, or stagnant in the middle, which is off. So if you switch it to the left, it will turn red. If you switch it to the right, it will turn yellow, or vice versa, depending on which way you're looking at the figure. But the red is very vibrant, and it looks very great on camera. And even with two lights off, because I use three lights to film, one beneath the camera, one on the left side, one on the right side, you can see that this light does get faded out. Once I turn on a second light, it starts to dull out. But with just one light, this looks really cool. But my problem lies more with the yellow light, and I'll show you why in just a second. So here we have the yellow light, and you can see that the yellow light is not as bright as the red light at all. It looks really cool, and I mean it looks really cool in person, but on camera seems a little dull. It doesn't look as vibrant. It doesn't have that same feel as the red. I do wish that these pulsed a little bit, kind of like the way it did in the movies. And if you see what light, you can't even tell that that light is on. With more light on the figure, the less bright the light, LED light looks. So that's a little bummer. But still very, very cool. I do like the effort that was put into it, if that makes sense. So for articulation, Biollante has a great range of articulation, but very different from other entries into the SH Monster Arts line. So for instance, there's no arms, legs at all on this figure. I guess you can count the vines as technical arms, but they're not really. And the head kind of feels like a very long, giant Mothra larva. But the mouth does open, because we're going to start at the mouth, very widely. Interesting enough, there's two hinges. There's two hinges at the top of the head and at the bottom, which allows her to open her mouth very wide and in this very scary looking pose, which is awesome. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 points at the neck head thing, and you could kind of move that as you want. As you can see, you can get a great range out of it. And also something to note is that you can move this as well to hide any seams or gaps that would be on the figure. So this is like a SH Monster Arts lover's dream, because it has no gaps. And that's what we love, is figures without gaps. So then what's really, really cool is that in the side, on the back, this backpack piece slides up and down to give her a little bit more height, which is crazy because this figure is huge already. To give this thing any more height is insane. And then you have these vines that are on the figure. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 of them. They all articulate relatively the same. They're kind of work like tails to a Godzilla figure, but not necessarily the same. If you kind of look, they're kind of curled, and pieces of them are kind of bent in certain positions, but you can turn them and change them how you will to make them look how you want, which is amazing. I think that's very, very cool. And the mouths do open and close, as I showed you earlier, awesomely. It is kind of tricky to get them open if you close the mouths completely. Like if you do this, it's a pain to get them open. But I've loosened mine up over time. I've done this about 4 times to film this review, so you can see that they loosen up over time and it's easier to get them open. And then each one of these little joints moves. I just broke the figure. So each little piece moves wherever you want it. You could spin it around, up and down, any kind of pose you want, which is awesome. And then when you get to the base of the figure, you have these little pockets here where the figure would plug into itself. Or you plug the vines in, basically, and those shift around. So, as you can see, you can shift these in kind of any direction you want. Well, not up and down, more side to side. So if you wanted to take up more space, you could push them out, or less space, you could push them in, which is cool. And they're held on by some pretty strong screws, but I just can't seem to tighten them up anymore. But that is awesome. A great range of articulation going on this figure. Very, very great range. So for height comparison, Biollante is freaking huge, as I keep stating, because I want everyone to know that this figure is huge. Even with the piece extended as high up as it could possibly go, this figure is massive. To me, this is the largest SH Monster Arts figure I own at the moment. So here's Biollante compared to Godzilla Jr. And I took out this vine just so that you guys can see Godzilla Jr. because he gets lost when I put the vine up. So you can see how large she really is. This is more of the $50 range figure. And this is a $230 figure. So you can see that they're both sculpted to perfection. Here we have the SH Monster Arts 2014 Godzilla compared to Biollante, and you can see that he's still not even close. Here we have Biollante compared to Kiryu, or Mechagodzilla, with my favorite rendition of the Mechagodzillas out of the 3. Mechagodzilla is kind of big, and you can see that Biollante is a lot bigger. This is awesome. I'm very happy with how large this figure is. I'm just losing it over here. And last but not least, here is Gigan 2004 compared to Biollante, and you can see that Gigan, as big as a figure as Gigan is, he's almost about 10, 9 inches, almost 10 inches with that horn on the top of his head, and you could see that he's still not close. So to wrap up this review, Biollante is a $230 figure without shipping and without taxes if you're going to buy it online. And most major retailers who, you know, order SH Monstars figures and stuff like that do not have this figure anymore because she's technically going out of print soon. So, with that being said, you need to get this figure. It's just, you need to. I personally was holding out for this figure just for a little bit because I caught it on a sale. And I don't have the money to buy figures that are $200 and something all the time. But when I do save up money to get figures like this, I'm always blown away. And this figure is definitely worth the $230. I did not pay $230. I caught it on sale for $180. Ended up paying $200 with shipping. Which, yay me, because I bought it in an open box. But it's still freaking awesome. Very awesome. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. So, with that being said, go get this figure. You're going to love it. You're going to hold it, and you're going to just thank everything that you have it. So, with that being said, I'll check you guys out next time. Also, I want to send everybody to Never Falter Films Productions YouTube page. They made the awesome trailer that you saw last week, and they also created the intro and outro to the video. So go send them a whole bunch of love, and they are working on some cool projects. Some of them I might be helping with, so it's all really awesome. So go send them love. And with that being said, I'll check you nerds out next time. Peace!